how's it going? So welcome to our very first episode of Tell Abes. So Tell Abes is about sharing your stories with me and I share it with the rest of the world, and through its discussion we talk about your story. Some people may get informed about what they're thinking, and that kind of like helps other people indirectly. Today we're going to feature two stories. One deals with being gay and being in the closet, and the other one deals with surviving high school and the pressures that follow it thereafter. So anyway, we'll start with the first story. Our story comes from Austin, name, not the place. Austin is gay. He has a boyfriend. He lives in California, and he's in the closet. So yeah, he just kind of mentioned that to me, and he was watching one of my videos with me and Steve, and he was saying, well, it's kind of fun to see you guys, you know, being so open and being so casual with each other, and that's what they want, you know. But the problem is they're in the closet. Now, Austin, being in a closet can be quite tough because you want to share, you know, your life, your true self with everyone that you know, and especially with your family, and you would want your family to accept you for who you are because, well, duh, your family, and you don't want to be shunned or looked down upon or frowned on, and it can be quite a scary thing. Now, I've composed like, well, sort of tips that you can bear in mind in dealing with this. If you're really in the closet and you have no idea what to do, here's my first tip. Number one, tell somebody about your sexuality, about yourself being gay, to somebody you can trust, be it a best friend or a close relative. For me, I came out to my cousin, and he kept that secret pretty much until I came out to my parents, which was like years later, like almost 20 years later. There is a reason why I think you should tell somebody that is close to you and you can trust, is because then you won't feel alone. The important thing is that you feel accepted by your own peers and by your best friend, because a lot of us, we come out to our friends first before we actually come out to our family, because, well, it's a final frontier really, because it's a do or die situation. Fight or flight. The next point I wanted to bring up is coming out when you're ready. How do you know if you're ready to come out? Well, there is no timer, there is no exact way of telling somebody that you're ready to come out. You just know. You just know that this is it, you want to come out. However, these are the things you need to think about. You don't want to come out at the wrong time. You don't want to come out during Thanksgiving or Christmas. You're not going to get the right response that you need to get. So what you really need to do is come when you're ready. Bear in mind that in today's society, where being gay is okay, it's projected everywhere on the media, there is an assumption that society has learned to accept, so therefore your parents will be able to accept. This is a little bit of an illusion. Parents, I remember when we talked about gay people in front of my parents, they're fine. They've got gay friends. They're fine with it. They've got nothing wrong with it. They don't judge them. But it became an issue when it was me. So a lot of parents out there are pretty much okay with gay people as long as it's not their own. So that's an important thing to bear in mind. And also, don't get sucked into the whole sentiment of watching what you see on television, on the internet, on Facebook, on the media, because yep, there are very compelling, moving stories of coming out and acceptance by a lot of people, but it's not the same for everyone. Everyone's circumstance is different, so just remember that. Just know when you're ready and come out when you are ready. Don't bow to social pressure. Coming to our next point that I want to bring up is seek out your local LGBTIQ communities and seek their support, because they will have thousands of stories to share with you and experiences that you can learn from, and you know, just go to them. They're all very open. I'm sure there's one in your state or in your city, in your town. Go look them up. If not, go online, go onto the forums. They will have great tips and advice, more so than anyone can give you, because it's a consolidated database of a collection of years and thousands of experiences of people's stories. So go and seek them out. Provide support groups. You want to meet with other gay and lesbian people, transgendered, intersex, whatever. So many, so many letters to that acronym nowadays. When I was growing up, it was just called LGBT. LGBT. Now it's LGBTIQ. So anyway, so that's the progression of sexual identity these days. Yep. So go and check them out. Talk to them. There's nothing wrong in seeking their opinion, their advice, because they probably can help you the best, because they're there presently in real time. They can talk to you, you can talk to them about your problems, and they can advise you. So yeah. So moving on to the next point is coming out must be on your own terms. I.e., don't get somebody to come out for you. Don't, no one should come out for you. It's nasty. It's really nasty when someone outs you, because it's like, who the fuck are you? It's none of your business. Really, it's your life, it is your story, it is you who are going to live that life. So own up to it. So take charge and come out on your own terms. Don't let anyone do it for you. It's a big no-no. I do have some stories where people have been outed by close friends or their partners themselves. It is not nice. Because when I came out to my mom, I told her not to tell my dad, because my dad should hear it from me, and she had every right to tell my dad, but I told her no, it should come from me because it is my life, so let me do it. And she respected that, because it's true. Why should my dad hear it from another person? Ah, crap, I fell. Right, and the last point is own it. This is your life. Don't care. Live with it. There's nothing wrong being gay. It's actually just accept yourself, and once you do, everything will just fall right into place. And remember, it does get better. It does get easier. Being 18 and in the closet can be quite daunting, but don't worry. With great support and great friends, you'll pull through. Don't feel that you're the only one in the world. Trust me, you're not. I know some people in their late 50s who just came out. So have faith, and don't worry, there are a lot of people out there who are rooting for you, so just remember that we all love you. Yay! So, and our second story comes from Facebook again, because apparently that's the best way to contact me. I'm always on Facebook or Twitter. I'm always on Twitter and Facebook, so you can always talk to me via either one of those. And our second story comes from Tyler Oakley. Not the real Tyler Oakley, it's just a handle name that this guy has, because he's a fan of Tyler Oakley, just like me. And his story is about, well, he's just finished high school, he's going to go into college. College being the equivalent of Australia's university, or Commonwealth version of going to university. That's apparently what I understand it to be. So in this story, by the sounds of it, he had a really rough time in high school, and he wants to go to college, but he's afraid that the similar treatment that he got in high school will repeat itself in college. Now all I can say is this: high school is not necessarily the best time for anyone. High school is a time where you're going through puberty, you smell funny, you talk funny, you look funny, pimples, acne, voice breaking, body odor. It's the most awkward time of anyone's life, really. So the time when you're trying to find out who you are and you're growing out of childhood, and it's in itself biologically a difficult time for a lot of people. So don't take it too hard on yourself, because it happens to everyone. And also Tyler, we'll call him Tyler. So Tyler told me that, he said that, well, he's been judged harshly and this and that, and he finds it very difficult to make friends because he's a bit of an introvert. Well, Tyler, it is really, again, high school is the shittiest time for a lot of people. My high school time was not exactly shitty, but I wouldn't want to go back to high school because you're awkward. Everyone's awkward in high school, so some more than others. You're probably not as bad as some people out there, so don't worry. And then going to college is different. People in college, i.e. university, they pretty much don't give a shit about you because they're too busy either trying to hook up, experiment, getting drunk. A lot of people in their first year of university or college don't necessarily do well academically unless you're a bookworm, because that's a time when you're out of your parents' house, you're tasting freedom. you can do whatever you want. So no one's gonna really judge you in college for what you did in high school, because, well, nobody knows you in college, and they're too busy with their own lives pissing it away or whatever. I mean, university is the best time. Being in college, well, college, I'll use college, and I'm using the word college and university interchangeably, but they pretty much mean the same. It's a fun time, really. You'll learn that in college, no one's gonna give a fuck. There's a time where people smoke dope in their dorms and drink beer and having beer pong and you know, dorm parties. No one's gonna care. So it does get better, and I did tell Tyler this on Facebook that, you know, don't worry, it gets better. And he said, well, people have been telling me that, but I don't see it happening. Well, that's because you're not out of it yet. You are still pretty much trapped in that little phase. Well, you need to step out of it, because don't be in that phase. You want to get out of it, so don't stay in there. Move out. Move out of that phase. Go to college. You want to go to college, you like photography, go do it. Because there's nothing better than doing the things that you love. And also for you, Tyler, if you are having, if you're truly having problems with anxiety and stress control, see a doctor for it. And if one doctor doesn't work for you, go see another one, because you should explore that, investigate that, because there's no shame in seeking the right medication, right help for what you're experiencing, because it just makes it that much easier on you. So don't forget that. So anyway, that brings us to the end of our segment of Tell Abes. So I would love to hear feedback from all of you guys out there on YouTube, on Facebook, anywhere, via email, Twitter. Let me know what you thought of this first episode, and if there are any more stories that you would like to share with me, please comment down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe, because I would love to hear more from you guys and have more friends out there. So really, I'm glad that Tell Abes had these 2 stories to share with you guys, so I really hope that there'll be more stories and more poignant ones that we can share it out and discuss. Well, and I hope there'll be more challenging ones as well, because it's fun to talk and share. And as always, share my videos to all your friends, because sharing is caring, and I will love all of you always. And thank you so much again for watching this video. As always, I will love you, and I will see you next time.
See ya!